Welcome to another quick and dirty review. I'm Joe.
I'm Faust.
Welcome back, Faust.
Yes.
Okay, so today we are going to be talking about
Atomic Blonde.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was a very good movie.
B plus.
Oh. Okay, so let's start this out. Anybody, first off, we're going to try to avoid any type of spoilers. The movie just came out.
Much as possible. Plus, this is an espionage movie, so...
Yes, so knowing the ending would suck.
Oh, yeah.
Now, mind you, if you have read The Coldest City, don't give it away for everybody.
Yeah.
Because
Definitely.
there's definitely still plenty for people to actually still see in this movie and enjoyable. So let's start off with my number one thing about this movie that I like: realistic fighting.
Oh, yes.
It is so nice to see in any kind of action movie where the people fight tooth and nail for 90 seconds. And then it's like, I can't get up. I've got my knee bashed in. My face feels like putty. I've tried to beat this person over the head. I've been smashed over the head 4 times with different things. I have had my ass kicked. You're not standing up quickly, Mr. Bond. And this is one of those nice things about this movie. She gets the crap kicked out of her.
She gets the crap kicked out of her.
And
She kicks the crap
out of people.
out of a lot of people.
Yeah,
and it's very obviously, I mean, they point out at the beginning of the movie, she's trained for this. She's an expert in the field of that. And,
right.
You know, so it is about being, it does bring things to be more realistic. Now, this is the thing that I'll say to the movie's credit, with all of that realistic fighting and everything like that. A lot of those scenes, not shaky.
Very nice.
Not cut to hell. In fact, some of them are impressive. It's like that one long fight in the Daredevil series that everybody went off on. That was like this one long take. It's like a lot of the fight seems like that, where there's minimal takes. Minimal cuts.
Yeah, they did a really good job on some of the single take stuff.
So you can actually enjoy the action.
Yeah, and not to mention that also, there's very few things that kick you out while you're watching it, and so there's only one part that I know of that I was like, wait, whoa, that would never happen. And there's this killer part with this ceramic hot plate that's just like, that thing weighs like 25 pounds, and she just bashes the dude with it. It's like, you could not cringe more.
The entire audience behind us went, ooh, when that whole thing happened.
Yeah, so this movie definitely has the oohs and the ahs of that. But don't forget, this was shot for 1984, when the Berlin Wall was coming down.
I thought it was 89.
Is it 89?
I think it's 89.
Oh, no, that's right. They talked about an 84 moment.
Yeah.
So 89.
It is 89. It's set in 1989, right as the Berlin Wall is falling.
November 4th, 1989. That's
so I will say this. With it being set in there, they go a little overboard with the whole "it's the '80s" kind of thing.
Whatever do you mean?
Yeah. So think about almost every '80s song that you can think of, what just generically has been used to say '80s.
Well, what about?
And it's in this movie.
Wake Me Up Before You Go.
Yeah.
Come on, that's not in there. All right, I can't keep a straight face. No, they went for all the oldies but goodies, the ones that you don't expect.
They went for some of the stuff where it's like, oh, okay, that was from that time, and it actually is a good fit, or it is a good pick.
And
some of it is very
new
poignant.
renditions too.
Yeah, they did some modern kind of update stuff. I like that, since it's in Berlin around that time, that they do actually manage to mention what's his name, the Stalker movie.
Oh yes, I don't remember his actual name. I apologize.
It was there, right there at the front of it, but yeah, which was a very big movie over there at the time. Yeah, so
and
I mean, covering all of their bases.
Yeah,
really.
and there's a pretty badass fight scene actually in a Kino, which is a theater if you don't know German, which is really awesome. I enjoyed, but I mean, you got Charlize Theron, you've got James McAvoy, you got some John Goodman.
Yeah, he shows up surprisingly well.
Yeah, and I mean, there's some serious ballers in this movie when it comes to the idea of ballers. Well, think about it. Okay, Charlize Theron has been on an action kick.
Yeah,
she did Fast and the Furious. She's done some.
She was in Fast and the Furious,
the new one, The Fate of the Eight.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So it wasn't that great, and honestly, I mean, I think it was a bad.
This is not. Yeah,
this is not Fate of the Eight.
She. I mean, the fact that she's going in and something like this is really. I mean, it's good that she picked this role. It's good that she paid to produce this movie, or she was involved in the production of this movie.
Yeah.
So. I'd say she made a good choice here, and I'd say that she was a good pick for this lead role. It was quite good.
Yeah,
and the fact that they kind of centered all around her. The only thing that really hit me was, just hitting you over the head with it's the '80s kind of thing, and about the worst offense of that for anybody watching is it's going to be her hotel room.
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
Because her hotel room is
a retro hotel.
Yeah, her hotel room. I mean, it has that '80s kind of like design chic to it and everything like that. This is a hotel room in West Berlin, and it is bathed in a constant black neon light, black and neon combination. And then she's got like this. It's just this one whole neon thing that's encompassing the entire ceiling, and you get the sense that they just don't turn off. Yeah. Like they just never turn them off, or you can't turn them off. They're just always on all the time. I'm like, dude, how this doesn't make any sense. I'm a hotelier. I grew up in hospitality as far as like jobs and everything is concerned. It was my first career. It's pretty much my only career, including this. So seeing something like that as a hotel room is like, no, that would never fly. That would never, ever work.
So let me tell you about some of the flubs that I didn't like. So first off, this is Germany. In November, she is wearing some skimpy ass dresses, and I'm like, you would be freezing your tuchus off in those freaking in that stuff. I mean, I think it's very much playing to the idea. They also very canned the whole lesbianism moment with Sophia Botella.
I think it was more just to have the scene, probably because that was something that was mentioned somewhat in the book.
Right, in the comic book. I mean, the graphic novel.
In the graphic novel.
But, I mean, Sophia Botella, you know her from Kingsman, you know her from a few other things.
The Mummy.
Yeah, The Mummy. She just played the main bad guy in The Mummy. Not very good.
She plays the Mummy in The Mummy.
Yeah.
We said that was good.
Well, okay, there were parts that were good to it, yes.
Consistency.
No, there were parts that were good to The Mummy, but then there were parts that were pretty bad about it.
I will agree.
We said that in there. That's not. It's
just like we're saying watching. That this is a good movie and it's worth watching. It's just there are some parts where you're going to have to like accept that it's stylistic choice or.
Yes, and so the other flubs. Just to finish up, I apologize. The car wrecking scenes look like they're levitating. Like anytime one of the cars, it like. Turns over, flies off something.
Oh, they do that. They do that slow down kind of like.
Yeah, like it looks like they're levitating it with big cables, and it hurt my head. And so, I mean, the cast is there. I think the character development's there. The setting's not the best in the world, but it is Germany in 1989,
and they did their best to kind of reflect the political climate and the kind of dangers that were involved.
Exactly. I mean,
in that area of the world at that time.
And spy work. I mean, come on. And you're talking about...
And it is a real gritty, kind of more realistic sense of spy work. It's not the gentleman spy like James Bond.
Right, and it's not something that going like, that's the Ubermensch. Let's run this way, like Jason Bourne. And it's just... It shows the realism of having to deal with multiple countries fighting over people, resources, information to try to continue moving forward after and during the Cold War.
And it is about trying to maintain some form of tactical strength during a very big political and societal shift.
Yeah. And
so, I mean, there is a lot going on behind the scenes that you can infer, and if you don't want to bother with that, you can still shut off the brain and enjoy the great fight scenes, car chases, and general brutality.
Yeah, and overall, I would say watch it. You need to go see it. It's enjoyable.
It's worth looking at, definitely.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, I think I'm pretty tapped out.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the hell out of it.
So that was Quick and Dirty Reviews. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, upvote, rate, review. Get us up. If you manage to get 1,500 unique comments on one single video that we reviewed, any of the reviews, then we will be forced to go see
My Little Pony.
My Little Pony, the movie. Time is running short on that, by the way. I mean, it's almost out. Once it comes out, it's probably going to be in the dollar theaters for a little bit, and then it's gone. And we are not paying for the DVD. We don't want to buy a stream of this or something like that. And so, if it's in theaters, we'll see it. If it's not in theaters, we'll have to move on to holding the Emoji Movie over our heads or something like that.
The Emoji Movie came out this week. I think the one that we need to be careful for coming up is going to be Daddy's Home or whatever it's called, the Mark Wahlberg thing.
Also down in the comments below, let us know what you like, let us know what you don't like. If you have a movie you want us to see, old or new, we will, let us know. We'll take a look at it.
Yep.
And otherwise, we will see you guys next time.
Thank you.
Every generic song.
Yeah, anything that identified the 80s from that time. So if it would show up on VH1, I love the 80s, and it's probably in this.
So we got this one, right?
Yeah.
Never gonna
God.
give you up.
Oh no.
Never
Oh,
gonna
no.
let
Oh, no.
you down.
You are not Rick Astley.
Oh my God.
And hurt you.
Oh, I'm gonna hurt you. I swear to God.